This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today's topic is going to be LinkedIn marketing and how do we market and make use of this platform to first we'll see about creating a profile. I'm sure most of you would be having it by now because you're making it use for your creating a profile. It need not be just a resume based job oriented. It's also networking. So initially someone was asking me regarding Google business being can it be B2B? Google business will give you an identity because that's the basic level where you start from, and it's definitely essential to start from there. And by the time you come to LinkedIn, right, it's very clearly B2B. So here, people don't come like on Facebook to casually scroll, and maybe here there's a place where the company bosses would come to casually scroll, correct? But on the other side, the students and the employees will be on the pursuit of finding a good job or a good internship, or find the next person you can connect to and get a great job. But for them, I think the higher level people, for them it's going to be like Facebook. They'll be seeing a lot of information shared here because if you see comparatively, I mean we did have it. No, we haven't done that. The user phase is more or less quite similar, and you can say Facebook is a lot advanced in terms of design and features. But here it's completely formal, so we can't casually go on posting on regular basis. Once in a while, a personal post is okay. It's not totally prohibited here, but it's mostly professional. What exactly you're doing with your life, your career. So that are the kind of posts, and also the posts are usually about which would help people of some interest to grow, to learn. And even if you see the length of posts here are much longer and has more content than we see on Facebook. It's more casual, easygoing, and something you want to explore, something you've been there already. But here it's about growth, career, some seriousness is involved here. If the screen is visible. Okay, it was launched on May 5th, 2003. Some basic stats before we go into it. It's the largest business networking site in the world. To be very clear, it's a business networking site. So it's mainly used for professional networking, and most of the company's revenue comes from selling access of information about its members. When they say members to recruiters and sales professionals, correct? So even once we open LinkedIn, you see these options. I mean, the premium options which you need to buy, which can be a premium user, then can be the business owner, and also you'll be having one for the HR as well. So different kind of packages which shall be designed in such a way, respectively, will be useful for them. And 2017, and now I think it should have been 800 plus 690, 800 million members in almost 200 countries. So yeah, it's 20th most popular website, and it's been bought by Microsoft in 2016 for 26.2 billion. So it's one of the largest acquisitions so far by Microsoft. So again, the question comes, what is LinkedIn? So it's the largest professional networking site, and it provides a way to connect with other professionals. So yeah, across different platforms or same business categories, you get to meet them and network. So this network again is not the easy social networking what we do, a little more formal based on the career and next what they're planning to do. This will be an easy path to know what's exactly happening in that realm. So it's strictly for exchanging knowledge, ideas, and employment opportunities. Yes, LinkedIn is one of the first websites to show up in search engine results. Yes, this is also as an individual, if you have a profile, I mean, if it's created for some time now, And when someone look up on the search engine, this will be the first one of the first places which is likely to show your details. So having a LinkedIn profile will be really helpful. And LinkedIn is a more dynamic visual version than your resume. Actually, this is more than a resume, to be honest. Uh, Resume is one of the features, like once your profile is completely done, you have this resume builder where you can download all the details you've given there. But LinkedIn is far more than that. It's about how you network. You get to meet people who were not possible in general otherwise, because they're very, it's not career focused and a very formal platform, and details are not um, that easily interpreted here. It's going to be actuals because they'll have their colleagues, and it's going to be a very formal atmosphere. Okay, this basically helps you turn your contacts into contracts. So being a formal setup, there are chances of those interactions, those networking sessions, which will turn into contracts or business deals. So 48% of LinkedIn users are major decision makers. Like I told you, no, it's maybe Facebook for them, but a more serious platform for us. So they shall be present here as well to know what's actually going in the industry. At some point of time, like how we have groups on Facebook, there are huge communities here as well who keep discussing what's exactly happening in that industry. So yeah, again, well, the common phrase we had seen before. It's not about finding the right people; it's about being found by the right people here. Yeah. The last one, LinkedIn is not about hunting; it's about farming. So it takes a good number of time to network, find out who it is, and slowly gather. And it's not a one shot like hunting, but slowly you gather your contacts and you grow step by step here. So what you can learn on LinkedIn, you can learn how to rank your profile on LinkedIn, search engines like your profile, and how to build and grow your network on LinkedIn. Relationship building the principles to grow your business. Like you'll be once you start interacting, you'll get to know how an individual will be talking on the formal platform. How to use LinkedIn groups effectively. I just told you it's also been a place where businesses who have found some trouble, solving certain issues were able to easily interact with other businesses and in form of these groups and were able to resolve their issues. I mean, this is quite common even on Facebook, right? Similarly, it's a closed circuit of what do you say, business oriented group where they'll be talking about certain topics, which is going to be a challenge for both the sides. But the same thing on, if you see on Facebook, it used to be about musicians, it used to be about food bloggers. They're still discussing and coming up with a lot of ideas. Similar here, but on a formal ground. Okay, there's a feature called you got LinkedIn Pulse as well, and understanding LinkedIn company pages and its benefits. So the other one which is coming up is between paid and free platforms. What are the difference you get? Yeah, different LinkedIn apps and your best 15-minute day routine for LinkedIn. So what are the highlight features of LinkedIn? To keep in touch, like I told you, networking, get to know people in the same business category or something you're looking at, something new if you plan to switch your job and get into a new line of work, you can still find some help in that uh, line of business as well. And to find them, it'll be much easier on LinkedIn. Get help. So it's just telling about the groups, and so where uh, it might be an immediate network where you can uh, talk and share your issues and possibly come to a solution here. And search for jobs, yes, this is one of the most common things. And even if you create that and you're looking for a job, I've experienced this. Every morning, believe it or not, you shall be getting updates. So this is a very consistent approach you get from LinkedIn. So once you sign up, create a profile, and you apply, and you're looking for a certain type of jobs. Every day there's an update. Now, how you respond to it and get back to them, that's your follow. But basically, there you get a very consistent information about the job opportunity. So this is one of the best platforms to find jobs. So on the other end, once you think this is a great platform to find jobs, on the other end, it's definitely a wonderful platform to hire new employees. Yeah, 35% of users access LinkedIn every day. One out of three professionals on planet. Okay, very clear. Not people, they say professionals on the planet has a LinkedIn profile. 41% access LinkedIn from their mobile device. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're creating campaigns or something. Design in such a way they're mobile friendly. Okay, about 25 million profiles are viewed on LinkedIn daily. So now creating the right LinkedIn profile. Like I told you, most of you would be having a profile already, and I just show you small tweaks which might be useful or uh, give it a try. It might create some difference for you. See, basically, how can you have a better profile picture? Same what we did on other social media platforms. But here it's mostly focused on the individual. Before we did logo that was based on the business, and same with the cover image. So here it's more the individual. So if you're taking up certain category, I mean, a student that's different, but still each one will have their own choice, no, how to create that. So there are a few things which people follow. I'll just show you that. It shouldn't take much time. So we do have this headline right below your image and what you do will be a headline. This describes. I mean, I'm sure this is on Facebook as well, and but it's way more important here. Yeah, we have this in Insta. So this shall describe the person viewing your profile in short, like what is this person all about. So it says include a keyword in headline. Basically, you would have chosen certain career path, right? Say digital marketing, or you're into coding, whatever. So that should be the keyword of your category and mentioned in the headline. So again, the same thing that follows through. That'll be what you do in your headline. Correct? People read your headline before they actually add you on that connection. So I was telling you about networking. Here again, we have three rounds of networking here. Basically, the first person who you will be knowing, and then you have a second circle which will only mutual, and the third one which are possibilities you can connect for a better networking opportunities. So mention your company name, add industry specific words. So yeah, based on that industry, you can choose those words and keep them very clear in that headline. So writing a good headline will have a greater impact on your online presence. Okay, here's one image. So digital marketer, corporate trainer, vlogger, founder, and expert training of experttrainings.in. So just an example here of this person here. Okay, you can have a custom URL there. Once. Okay, so connection building. I was telling you networking. So initially, once we log in through our Gmail or however you do it, your mail account, initially you'll be suggested the ones which you're already familiar or your friends. So based on the connections, you can add them. So people you already know, you can send out the connection and then find out people from the same industry or the same business line. Use advanced search to find people. You can, yeah, you have the search option again here where you can go for particular people if you're already aware what their name is, and what category of work into. So you can create LinkedIn groups again for more networking to get more people together on a specific topic or something. Engage people with your posts. So it can be posts both on a group, it can be your personal profile, and you can create a business page as well here. So through business page, same like Facebook. Once you create a business page, you can also start creating ads. Quite similar in structure. I'll just try today only if possible. And here, how do you once you create a profile? It's in terms of sections. You can create sections and go on adding your details. So that can be uh, the volunteering work you've done, your education, and all the activities you've done so far. So step by step, section wise, you can go on adding the details. So yeah, this is going to be the first circle, and then you'll have a second row to whom you shall be possibly you will be knowing them, and the third. So yeah, if you have a very good network even on LinkedIn, the chances of you will be getting better job opportunities. So all these HRs who constantly active talking and sharing details of what's coming up and the genuine ones, and also who constantly hiring, getting new people. So these kind of HNIs, high network individuals, you always have in your network the chances of you getting better job opportunities. So LinkedIn marketing, personal branding, and brand marketing. It's all the interconnected process which we do. There are a few things here to keep in mind. Okay, there's some images which are like not to do, not to keep as such, not with your phone on, not an image, animated images. Yeah, the party images, no. A screenshot, you can't have a screenshot proportions. It has to be the right proportions. See again here, the person is quite far away in the background and not easily visible. Again, party pics. So here the face is not visible. Poor lighting. Okay, they've used a logo instead of photo. See, this is mostly your individual profile. And unless you're creating a business page, that's different. At least your profile has to have a proper image. And this is way too bad. It's not even visible. I don't think so it will be visible on your screens as well. Okay, your profile. Okay, it says it has to be a virtual handshake or see basically when you handshake when you're in a business atmosphere when you're networking. We generally tend to more uh, greet people, talk, and do a handshake. So having a good profile pic is the first thing into the networking platform here. And cover image is not that highlight, but yeah, if it goes along with your profile, that's great. So yeah, there's no selfies, no casual image, no pics of celebrities. 7 times more likely to pop up in searches by adding a profile photo. Okay, even when you put up a comment or any point of time you're interacting, it's a profile pic which is first shown. So be sure to have an actual good image. I think even if it's selfie, it's a formal one which looks okay. Should not be a problem, but a proper formal pic which has decent proportions and clear image should be good enough. So what basically you should do is, see here, you will have a great image, but background something might have not come great. So the easiest way to do that is go to Canva. Okay, Canva is free. You need to go to removebg.com. Okay, remove the background, have a good picture of yourself without the background, and download that image, bring it to Canva, put it in the right dimensions. I think around 400 by 400 is what LinkedIn prefers, but 500 by 500 pixels is okay. You can crop it down later, but it'll accept. It should not be a problem. So there are people. I mean, this on Instagram, even they create that halo effect, add in more. What do you say? If once you remove the background, if you add in a lot more shadow and turn it white, that usually is used for Snapchat and Instagram. But here, if you mostly remove the background, have a proper, decent, sober background at the back, that should be good enough. I mean, that is one of the small tricks which you can make, use and make it better. And again, if cover image is concerned, banner image or cover image is concerned, you can have a small good quote, or if you're a student, you can have a good quote. Or if you're a business owner and you have a company already, you can have the tagline of it. Some good image which aligns with your profile pic. Yeah, this is not just for this platform. Any platform with a good profile pic, there are chances of it to get more views. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so as I told you there, the sentence told it's one of the great ways to, I mean, as a resume. No, this is more than resume. It's a networking site. So you actually get to meet people and talk. So it's just not resume. They don't want to see. They won't interact with the document, but rather the person. So you don't have to be just because it's a formal platform. You don't have to be all the way rigid. Some bit of flexibility, talking, and it's okay. So even if you post a personal image once in a while, that's all right. So at least people will get to know the other side of you than just the business or the career point of view. That's all right, but not too much. And generally, it's a more serious and work-oriented place. Yeah, but once in a while, that should not be a problem. Yeah, from recommendation from colleagues, customers, you'll have a better uh, presence there. Okay, so yeah, someone I asked and they said internship. Yes, this is a great platform to find internship um, and jobs as well. So yeah, not just for business people, students also. But see, there are two sides of this. One, people being hired and people who are looking to hire. So there are two sides of this. And maybe the other one would be the top level management, decision makers. But mostly, if you want to have an interaction right away, getting to someone in the top line will not be possible. So at least these HRs who are looking out for good profiles, there is a possibility. You have other job portals as well, right? You have Mox Jobs, you have Naukri, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place where Naukri, once you put up a profile there, they themselves have a market where they call you, send in the details, follow up, call you. That's all going to happen. But here on LinkedIn, it should be more of an effort, your own effort here. So you create the profile, you should network. Just create a profile would not be helpful here. Find out the opportunities, find the companies to like see what's the work culture there, what's exactly happening. Another thing, if you want to know more about the company, there's this uh, website called glassdoor.com. So where people write in their actual feedback about what they felt about the company. You can check it out. It's called glassdoor.com. So other platforms, if you just given your details, they come back and follow with you. But here on LinkedIn, there is constant updates on what vacancies are available on the jobs you have searched or particular filters you have kept. But it is your duty to follow up and apply. Like that, that other sites, they're not going to come behind you. You need to put in the effort and find what's good for you. I think rest we should check there. 1 month. I'll just switch screen. Give me a minute. They just create an account just to run through the process for the ones who have not done it before. I'll keep it brief, or if everyone have already created, I can switch to the next part. Just let me know. Everyone here have a LinkedIn account? If you have a LinkedIn account, just type yes in the chat section. Not yet. Yes. Mishka says yes. Others, if that has it then. What about others? Okay, no problem. Okay. So like I was telling you, it's kind of like gold mine for these basically um, businesses because mostly they'll be able to find the right people who are smart enough to create a good profile or see they might have got help from others as well. That's no biggie. But still, you have people who trying to get a good job. And for bigger companies, it's an easy opportunity, correct? So to find individuals who are really looking forward for a job and they've put their effort, and it's all about these guys finding them, screening, and then training shall take it to another level. And so their basic goal is to reach around 3 billion users. Right now, they're not in that, so they're still growing. Um, But as they have the power of all the big decision makers, it's here to stay and it's going to be here for some time to come. And it's great if we can have a profile. Like I told you, it's very simple and similar, like how we create a Facebook page. Only few things are different. And I also feel in terms of design and user interface, very similar, but you can say Facebook couple of months or years back. So Facebook has advanced and they can revamping everything on how it changed. And recently as well, when I was taking another class, they have changed the homepage as well. I mean, uh, they're working on it. The stack of 6 dots has been they're trying to bring some changes there. Basically, where you find the page, um, creating new room, creating new post. So they're working. I mean, they are tweaking something there, not all. They're tweaking something there, and they bring up some changes. Okay. And yeah, it's a platform which is right now. Initially, when you're creating, you can use a desktop and have everything. I mean, even first time also joke you can use a phone and do it, but it'll be much easier when you're creating it on a desktop or PC. Yeah, most of the persons who make really good money out of this are the business people itself. Okay. I think I have a mail ID. I'll just check. I'm trying to log in through an incognito mode because I already have another profile, multiple profiles which I've logged in through. So if possible, I just created one ID. I'll try 1 second. Okay, just hold on. You can sign in with Google. That'll be an easier option. Okay, no, no, created. I'll just try. Okay, it's 282. Confirm. It's quite simple. Just log in through Gmail. Rest of the process is going to be just as Facebook. Verify. Okay, it's going to ask you your first name, last name, email, and your password. Given the details. And okay, this tool has been used. I'll just spin in. Given your phone number, you should be getting a code. Okay, given that OTP sent to you. So okay, it should be that simple. If once you create it. So yeah, like I was telling you, it's a fairly similar platform for you because we've been using Facebook for some time. It's gonna be easy because see here, just like creating a post. But again, you can see again. I told you it's a formal platform, and how you appreciate, how you give, congratulate, greet. It's going to be a little more different. And if you have a job position, I mean, you have a position update and all that, you can update here right away. It's going to be more business and profession oriented here. If you're sharing a video, an image, some kind of document, okay, and who can view it? You can create a poll, okay, in case you're hiring these kind of posts, you can create. Again, if you want to create a very custom post, you can head over to Canva. You're be good with Photoshop, give that a try as well. But Canva is easiest. So I don't know if you have access, or I don't know, most of you are familiar with Corel Draw and Photoshop. See, to learn Photoshop and CorelDRAW, that itself is a very big task too. I mean, how they start teaching you is by knowing the tools. The tools itself is going to take a lot of time. So we as digital marketing people should be very thankful for these kind of platforms like Canva, Stencil. So they have everything in ready that we're not understanding the pain actually a graphic designer goes through to create all these kind of creative posts. I mean, even you can the kind of intricate designs you can create on those platforms is totally different and new level, another level. But on the go, you want to create something, you have Canva, and right away it's ready for you. So that's the quickest way to start. Even you can so already if you're gonna use those preset and templates. But as long as you're constantly creating and updating something, that's good enough. Okay, and to the left side, grow your network, like find out the contacts based on your email ID and phone number. It's going to show you a collection of people who you might know. And then there are groups, events, and if you want to follow certain hashtags, what's going trending on LinkedIn, you can keep on tab with it. And to the right side, you have a news tab or the update tab. So what's exactly going on right now? Like as in Twitter, right? It's a mix of all platforms that you see. Even Twitter has this on the right top corner, getting updates, the latest news trends. So here it's a LinkedIn news. So it's about BCom, BSc, or how both since it crashes, applying for fresher roles, what's this? So all these contents based on LinkedIn. And I'm just familiarizing you with the overall layout here. On top, you have home, basically your news feeds. So once you start, once you have a connection and uh, you have certain number of people you're following, all the updates are going to come here. Then your network. So once you've given the email ID in someone you interacted before with that, you should be getting their details here. Or similar category of work designation or area of interest shall show up here. And then you have jobs. This is going to be more important, as in, see here towards the left, this column here, resume builder, is going to be helpful. So with what details so far you've given in your profile. It's going to pick that up. So you can upload your actual resume, that's possible. If not, you want to create a resume instantly. Just update your LinkedIn profile with all the details. Your can be education, skills, some voluntary works you've done, uh, any kind of achievements, all those added from just with this choosing a job title again, it'll give you a format, which can be a PDF format you can download and present right away. So here I'll just take business development, apply. So here these are the necessary skills which should have been in your profile already. At least by now, if not done, if you the process when you're creating a profile, something was missed. At least here you can go in and give in those details. So once you do that, you'll get a preview of your profile with all the details. See here, there's nothing much now. Only the handle name and experience is what was taken earlier. So this is a very easy way. And how do you get the jobs? If you scroll through these tab, my jobs, job alerts, salary, skill assessments, interview preparation. Okay, here also there are some curated questions which shall be of help when you are attending an interview. Just open a new tab. And right below that, you have resume builder. See, you can create a fantastic resume even on Canva, because there are a lot of templates there which can help you create new designs, and I mean that should be appropriate to the job profile you're going to. Digital marketing, it's okay, they can ask and accept, but on more serious roles, they have you have to do it very formal. But check out Canva as well. There are a lot of templates there which can be of some interest for you, and it's very easy. Right away, you can give in your details, and it looks much better than the format you have on MS Office for sure. Yeah, it's better than the one you get on LinkedIn as well. But again, if it is acceptable for the job profile you're going, please give it a go. Canva is fantastic. Like for everything, there's a solution almost. In application settings, so once you upload your resume and looking for certain kind of jobs, so you can set a setting here on which we go in here. See here. But again, you have to upload your resume in a and keep it prepared. So as and when the requirements come, you can apply. And there's this feature on LinkedIn called Easy Apply. So if you have filled in all the details on your LinkedIn profile, instead of uploading a resume, you can directly you'll be saying like how you're going to download in the resume builder once it's ready. Similar way, those kind of details shall be sent to the hirer, the person who is hiring. And there are some course materials as well to the right side. And then you have messaging, just quite similar as other platforms. But here you should be seeing this more like that official look, like you have it on Gmail or any kind of email platform. But it's a lot different on Facebook Messenger, which is less casual and very uh, more trendy. And just as any social media, you have a notification tab, and you want to delete, sign up. This is where. Okay. So next you have this premium section here, basically LinkedIn products. After which you have business services, talent solutions, um, sales solutions. You have post job for free, marketing solution, learning solutions, and this is the important option for us, creating a company page. So business page we did on Facebook. Here you can create a company page and then you can run your ads on LinkedIn. This is necessary for you to do that. And to advertise, you have this option here. Yeah, it's going to ask the account and some details on that. So once you do it, you can start the campaign manager. Quite similar, like what we did on Facebook, the procedure is quite similar. Okay, so that's so basic layout. And let me go back to home screen. Okay, I need to go to Canva just to show you a small example. Search for logo, it should be good. Find it. It's just a small example I'm trying to show you. So if you add image directly to the canvas here, it's going to take on as a background. So I would suggest you take a frame. I hope it's on the same screen. Once again, let me check. No, it's on a different screen. Okay. So find frames in the element section. Whichever you prefer, the circle, square, triangle, and things like that. Okay, let me take this image. And yes, place that into the frame. Position, center, middle. Yes. And now we can download and take it to removeeasy.com. So there is this feature here as well, but again that's on the paid format, pro version. You should be getting to resize and also remove the background. Oh, one second, let me just do that. Okay, add the frame a bit later. Just bring this to the center. Do this with your image. I'm just taking a random one here. Okay. Download the PNG. in the background. You can go on to removevg.com. Okay, drag in the image you downloaded. Okay, first time, if you're using this for the first time, you should be able to get the HD version as well. Try that out because I already used this. I'm not, I don't have that, I can't use that feature. So click on HD, that is possible for the first time, or even this shouldn't be a problem. So once you do that, again, get back to Canva, clear the previous image. Now it's important to bring in the frame. Try this, if you already have a profile, just try this small change and it shall look a lot different and better. Okay, bring in that image without the background, put it to the page. They call this also a headshot. Basically, here is the face should be very easily visible for the person who is looking for to hire. And also, I told you wherever you comment or put up a post, the image is very important. Okay, so you can do something like that. And then see why I insist you have a frame behind the images. At times when you place the image directly onto the canvas, it will take the image itself as the background. So use a frame and place it in such a way. And then however you want, if you click on more, you'll find options and choose whatever background goes well with your profile or your liking, your taste. You can create a halo effect, but I told you that will be more suitable for you for Snapchat and Instagram. For LinkedIn, this should be good. Again, the color option should not be too contrast, not in the face. It's some mellow color. Okay, choose the one which goes well for you and align it in the center. See, the other option I said is you can click on the image, edit image, and here you have this option of shadows. So that will be giving that halo effect. Again, you have to resize the image. But yeah, it also gives you that 3D kind of feel once you use shadow and these effects on it. I think the clarity changed a bit. So don't, it might pixelate, so don't keep changing the image size. Do some small changes that should be sufficient, not too much, and then download the image. Okay, back to the LinkedIn profile. Okay, upload the changes, the image you made the changes on. You can drag that to the desktop. Okay, you can do similarly. You can find some presets for the LinkedIn banner as well. Yeah, something like that. And similarly, you can find one. I'll just take a preset quickly. I'll not look into other images. So that will take some time. I'll just quickly find a preset, and you should be easily able to find it. Just let me know if the screen is not changed. Because I'm using multiple browsers, at times it might get stuck. Okay, home. Again, in the home page, you have a query box there. Look for LinkedIn banner ad. LinkedIn banner. Okay, you'll find a 1584 by 396 pixel canvas. Okay, we'll just take an existing one here. We have a lot of options, but yeah, just be careful. Most are paid. So what happens when you download a paid format is you'll be getting those watermarks. See, templates are basically the one formats which people have used before, and it's got them some output of it. So it's not that you shouldn't be taking it, but make sure that goes well with what you have already taken as a profile pic. Because this is one color and that is another, it should not be that. Try matching if possible, or even if it's white, it's good enough. We keep it really simple as well. If you want to start, you can take a blank and start. That's okay. Let me do this. Okay, something so for something good, decent like this would be good enough. Change your name, quick edit, that saves you time. You can give me your graphic, I mean your destination, your student also just leave it blank, it's okay. Okay, I should have used a different name. Sorry. Okay, I'll just use a different name. Those have taken different image. I can't use mine. Okay, it's easier just to drop the image on desktop. Give me a minute. I'll just put that on desktop and upload. Yeah, that's the easy process. I think it's taking a bit of time to upload. Okay, I'm just having trouble uploading the image. So yeah, quickly you can use a preset like that and download and put it. then it shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to find one. I think they need to have stock images as well. Okay, never mind. It's taking some bit of time. So yeah, easily once you change, the outlook changes entirely when you have a proper profile pic and a cover image. And how we build this is section by section. To click on add profile section, you can go ahead. So here, about education, position, a career break, you can add that, add skills, then any certifications, courses you've done, and publication honors, language, just like how you upload on Facebook, but here it's going to be based on your uh, career and education, mostly that, how you'll be taking it forward. So what's important here is again the about section. So given a good, see here characters around 2600, you want to go all the way. At least couple of 5 to 6 lines should be good enough. You get the space to write about yourself here. And one second, I just want to show you one more thing. So you have the option here as well. Once you create, you can create a resume once your profile is completely done. And this here is how it's viewed once it's ready. You can have a custom URL. So that'll be easier to find. Okay, so that's called a vanity URL or a custom URL. I hope we are on the same page. Yeah, so that's a custom URL where it'll be easier for people to find you on LinkedIn. Okay, in this intro, you'll be having, or you can give in your additional name, the headline, position you career, or if you're a student, you can add that as well. I'll say digital marketing. Okay, this is very important here. Mentioning the headline, say small introduction once we see a profile. It can be the I mean, your job profile also have a little more to say about yourself in the headline. Say, it will not be in caption. Okay, that's enough to network. I just had to change the name as well. I just do that as just an example. Okay, meanwhile, I'll just try one last time if possible. I tried JPEG and PNG as well, which is a small image should be okay, I guess. You can have a small quotation as well in the image. That should be fine. But it should reflect the personality and what you're up to. Thanks too many tabs will slow down the network. Just try closing the rest. It seems very slow. Okay, very much. So you give that a shot. Look for in LinkedIn banner on Canva. Okay. And also add in section by section, add in your details for the ones who have not done this before. The about section, I told you, have at least around 5 to 6 lines. So that should be good enough introducing yourself. Maybe as a student, what the first few lines you will be adding in your resume about what why you're looking out for those jobs, or basically introducing yourself. Try 4 to 5 lines in the about section. Then you add in your education details, as in it's going to ask you the schooling you've done, the colleges where you've gone, and grade. See, it's optional there, but your school is mandatory field. So the ones which have star marks, you have to give in the details. Okay, this will be your educational background. So add in those details in the next section. Position, yeah, trainee internship. If you're looking out for something, you can mention that. Or if you already done a internship, we'll ask you regarding the company where you've done it. You have to mention those details as well. Industry that you've done the internship at, description. So all these details you need to fill in. Okay, career break is not so required. Skills. This is again very essential. So you can add in the skills you go good at. Like if you're familiar with MS Office, you can add in that. You can add digital marketing, um, business skills, negotiations. So all those kind of you can add in your custom skills here as well. So as you add, in section wise, it's gonna show up in your profile. Okay, like that. It's a step-by-step process. First is core. Basically, here you're gonna add your skills about education. If you already have a working experience, you can add the position. Then followed by your recommendation here. If you are featured in any of the blogs or articles, you can mention that there. Certifications, you can add in your certifications there. Courses, if you have taken up any courses, you can mention the details of that. Recommendations. So you can ask your boss, your HOD, and anyone in your department. You can ask for recommendations. These are additional in case you are part of any publication. If you hold any patents, if any previously any kind of projects you've done, those kind of details. Awards, if you won earlier, you can add in those details here as well. The score, not necessarily. Languages, yes. Causes, and any kind of volunteering and those kind of social works you've been part of, you can mention that as well. That adds credibility. It's just not the marks and thing, it's your participation on all those extracurricular activities also matter. So once you're done with that, you'll have your actual profile with a lot of details. I'll see if I can switch. I have one more browser. So once you given you the details and you add in all section by section. See here the cover image is quite visible. You can keep it really simple, like how your desktop would look, and add in the details. Okay, once you do that, what I would like to also show you, and you need to observe a bit, is the home section. Okay, this is now quite similar like Facebook, where you should be having all the feeds. But here, if you observe, LinkedIn itself is running an ad here. And when you spot this as promoted, it's an ad that has been created, and we should be doing this tomorrow. For that, you need a business page. So we'll start creating, we'll create a business page and then a ad. Ad campaign is quite similar and much easier than Facebook. Okay, all the feeds of people you follow or in your connections, it should be coming up. And we see a lot of ads by LinkedIn itself, apart the other branch. Yeah, by Boeing. You should be seeing people putting up posts on their uh, the trade shows they've been to, the business updates. So those kind of, it's much less casual and more about their professional life. Yeah, IAC Global, they have that. The format is quite similar to create the ad. The layout is a slightly different, but more or less it's just like Facebook, and it's going to be much easier for you. So I don't know how many of you have done the Google Ads, but this is very important. Couple of you have the profiles already. But for the ones who don't, kindly create a profile, given the details, and try Canva for your profile pic. It really helps. So it removes the background, and you shall be in the highlight. And also the image you're uploading, that you have to be careful with that as well. So it's mostly focused on you. Okay. So yeah. So we should continue tomorrow. We'll start with creating a business page and also some tips and tricks how it can be better, or what you need to be adding in. Okay. But by tomorrow, I really want you all to create one profile. It should be helpful. See, it's not as fun as Facebook for you to scroll through and find the details, but definitely in point of career, this is going to be helpful. Like it's already great to hear some people of you are looking out for internships here. So yeah, everyone else who don't have a profile, please create one, and we should continue tomorrow.